Peace, my Belle Queens. I am Kathy of Belle Bijou by Kathy, the founder, creator, designer of traditional African waist beads and handmade jewelry. Today, this video is all about why waist beads. Where do they come from? What are their purpose? So, for one, number one, they were created and originated in Africa for women for different reasons, for young girls who reach the age of maturity and of marriage, so they adorn the young girls' waists to curve their waists and prepare their bodies for marriage. Two, for wives to add sensuality and attraction to their husbands. And three, weight loss, weight journey, and spiritual purposes as well. So reason why waist beads work for weight loss journeys, it doesn't just trim your body. You have to do the work as well. Okay, you got to do the work first. Well, you got to do the work when you're weighing waist beads. Waist beads work as a reminder, accountability partner. It works with portion control. So when you eat too much, or when you're about to be full, your waist beads will start to get tight and say, "Hey, girl, it's enough. That's enough." That's one of the purposes of waist beads. The second one is also, like I said, to track your waist. So, your weight loss. So when you put them on, I usually, when someone shares with me that one of the reasons they're wearing waist beads is to track their weight loss, or to help them stay accountable during the waist journey. So I always start like at the belly button or above, depending on where they feel wanting to sit. So I will start it there, and that way they can track their their weight loss journey. One indicator, how do you know you're losing weight or gaining weight, or how do you know it's working? So one thing that happens with waist beads is when it starts to rise up, that means you're gaining the weight. When it starts to fall from the original place that we placed it, that means, okay, you're losing the weight around your belly. Another thing that it helps with is tightening up your core. So like while you're wearing it, you're always tightening up the core. Why? Because you don't want to break them. So you're always like sitting pretty and sitting up straight, because when you sit like this, you feel like when you're slouching, you feel it more. So one, you're always tightening your core and your posture, as you can see. Two, it helps with your spiritual journey. So each color that I make, every waist bead that I make, is based off the 7 chakra system. The 7th chakra is your crown, your brow, your throat, your heart, your your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. So it helps with each waist bead that I make is based on a color. So each color represents a chakra. And it's based on the spiritual journey that you're trying to achieve or trying to master at the time in a certain area in your life. I always ask my clients, my queens, what are you looking for? What is your purpose of putting them on? What spiritual journey? What are you trying to achieve spiritually, mentally, physically, financially? So I ask those questions to help guide you in the colors that fits your purpose, your intention. So while you wear them, it serves all purpose of weight loss journey, spiritual journey, and your accountability partner. It becomes one with you. It becomes something that you don't want to let go, because it keeps you accountable. So it's for me, it also shapes your body. I was a square, you know what I'm saying? And I even had a baby too. I have a 9-year-old. So I was a square. So when I started wearing waist beads, I first learned about waist beads when, so backstory, I lived in Tallahassee. I went to FAMU. And so I first learned about waist beads when I was living up there. I didn't get a chance to wear one because it was not really common. I didn't know where to look to get any. So it kind of went to the back of my mind. Then it started just reappearing again. And I got my first waist bead last year in April 2019. And then I wanted to be like, I came to this conclusion, like, okay, I want to start making these. I want to make my own. So I started making my own waist beads for myself to just test it out, to test the string, test all of that. So anyway, So when I wore my first one, I realized how it formed my body and helped me become a little more confident in myself and become more conscious of who I am as a woman. It helped me because my backstory is self-esteem. So my spiritual journey is being more confident in myself, becoming more spiritually aware of myself, and being connected to God during my spiritual journey. So I'm always trying to achieve that daily and being the best mother I can be to my son, and the best woman I can be. So most of when I have a waist bead, it is to for me to reach those intentions that I have set out for myself. So waist beads is something, it's like your best friend. It stays with you until you are ready to let it go and start a new journey, a spiritual journey. And it's a life-changing experience when you wear waist beads. Why do I say that? Because I see my growth as a woman, becoming more aware of my body, even when my period comes, because even when your period is about to come, you feel it. Your waist beads let you know, because why? You get bloated and your areas, it starts to tighten. So let me explain. Now, waist beads, when you put them on, make sure if you're tying them on yourself, the trick to making sure you don't put them on too tightly is putting your hand right here. Putting your hand there. I do have a video that shows how to tie your waist bead, so check it out. So I know I'm babbling, but I just want to make sure I cover all bases. I hope you learned something. I hope it helped. I hope you gain a little more knowledge of what is the purpose of waist beads and why do you see it all of a sudden starting to become this big thing. Waist beads to me is very personal, and I wanted to share my gift with all the women that I encounter with. All my friends, I shared it with my whole family, my friends, all my friends are wearing them. And it's because of them why I keep learning and researching and understanding waist beads even deeper, because it is a movement, it is a change, and the responses I get from you all encourages me to create more waist beads and become more intentional and to learn more about different ways you can uplift yourself and reach your highest spiritual self. And that is important as a woman, as a queen, as a mother, as a Black woman. So if you have any questions or if you want me to dig deeper with you, feel free to send me a message. I will put all my my social handles at the bottom in the description so you can follow me, DM me, place your order at my store, www.bellebijoubycathy.com. And you can either place your custom order, and you can choose from crystals, charms, or just colors. I can find anything and I can bring your vision to life. That is that is definite. So yeah, and then I have designs on there as well. So I am based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So I am willing to do pickup and also meeting you at a location to tie them on. I love tying on waist beads. I love tying them on you and adorning your waist. That's my favorite part. So if you are local, feel free to send me a message to let me know. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Peace.